Hey, thanks for stopping by. Putting a box or an outlet box on the outside of your house is a lot of times a really good idea and something that you need. By code, it's required to have one box in the front, one box in the back of your house. So this is what the final product looks like. This is an Arlington box, and after looking into all the different possibilities, this is by far my favorite option. So I've got my rough-in wiring in the box here right now. But basically this is all one piece, and there's not multiple layers, and when it's closed, it doesn't have one of those big ugly bubble covers on it. They've got a couple different configurations. This is a horizontal one with a clear or a semi-clear cover. You can see inside of that box. You have some that are designed to go on for like new construction. That's what this one technically is. And you also have a type that can be screwed onto the outside of the house after the fact, and it has screw holes in the outside corners like this. So this is the vertical style, like the ones that I have over on that side of the house. So since I have vinyl siding, I'm just going to unzip the siding and get this installed. So get your hole marked out. In this case it's 3 1/4 by 5 1/2 for the opening, and I've got that marked. You just get a hold of the siding on one edge. I've already got it loose obviously here. You can use your siding tool if necessary, but you basically get this underneath an edge, and then you can pull it down and out until you get it unzipped, and then you just slide it out and pop it out. And then I'm going to cut around this with a tin snip. I'm going to take this pilot bit and drill holes from the outside. Now I'm just going to ride my bit right on the edge here. There it is. There's one. And I'll repeat the process on all 4 corners. There we have it. So I'm just going to go ahead and follow my outline here with a small sawzall. Make sure you know what's behind here so that if you're cutting into a wall, you don't accidentally cut through a wire of some kind. There we go. Alright, so now the tricky part is getting this underneath the siding. These lips have got to go underneath that. So, pretty straightforward for the top edge here. I can slide this under. But you're going to need to get screws in these as well. So what I've found necessary is to actually get the piece of vinyl that you're working with up a little ways, like this. You can pop this one up to about there. Fine. I've got a nail here and a nail here in this one. Now, the trick that I've been using is just to pull down until it pops off the bottom of the nail, and then lift up till it pops off the top of the nail. Do the same thing on the other side. So I just leave the nails in place. We can just pull this out. Try this again. There it is. And make sure that I get this box perfectly level and centered in this hole. There it is. Okay, so now this is kind of tricky, but not bad. You'd never be able to do this with steel siding, so if you have steel siding, make sure you get the boxes that that just go over the top of the siding, that you don't have to get it off like this. There you go. That's a couple of small kinks right here, but it's nothing that you're going to see. So now we use our siding tool here. I'm going to hook this one nail back on here. There we go. Alright, so here's the magic of the siding tool. You pull this down until you get it started, and then you zip it up. Bam! And that's something you would not be able to do without that tool. I've tried, and you may have limited success, but it will not be fun, nor will it turn out how you wished it would have. Now these things are so durable, and like, I've got 6 screws in that thing, and it is super rigid and solid. there's that box. It is absolutely beautiful. These things have little removable clips that fill up the space when you don't have a cord. But when you have a cord, you drop it out of that little slot right there, so that you can close the cover. By code, they're required to be able to close the cover while you have a cord plugged into it. So there's what it looks like coming through the siding into the back. Looks pretty good. So all we have to do is knock one of these knockouts out and bring our wires in the way we want to. So here's our knockout that I'm going to use right here, that I'm going to bring my wire into. So you simply take a hammer and pop it out just like that. So here's the connector I'm going to be using. It's just a simple Arlington cable clamp that's made of plastic. So you go ahead and pop this into here and rotate it so that the cable will remain flat when it runs down the wall here and loops into here. So we're going to pull it in just like this. Simply get it lined up and push it through. And now I just have to go outside and pull out the amount of wire that I want out there. There's my wire. I like to have about 6 inches sticking out past the outside of the box. We can always clip off a little bit, but you never want to be short, that's for sure. And then I'm just going to roll this in here for now, because I'm not going to wire this quite yet. Just going to have it in the box. Just show you one of these other receptacles that I already have the wires pulled into. Make sure that you anchor the wires within 8 inches of the box. If you don't have a great place to anchor the wires, you can do like this and anchor a 2x2 in your wall. Just make sure you use the correct length screws so that it just catches into the outside wall, but it doesn't go through your siding. Well, Ben of the past forgot to record an outro to this video, so here I am. The one other thing I would mention is if you're going to be installing receptacles is to use receptacles that are weather resistant. That is required by code. I'll link those down below. But yeah, if this video was helpful, please hit that thumbs up button and subscribe to the channel for more videos just like this one, and we'll talk to you in the next video.